Yo, 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 yo. We back again. We back again. Fuck my light at. Hold on. Y'all gotta hear this. Hold on. Talk your shit, Rush.
Ain't no GD, but I did it with my folks. Niggas number one, and I got more sales than both.
What'd he say?
Niggas in the comments really hating on the growth. Sound like he broke. Dropped another 8 for the hell of it. Victory is sweet, and I really love the smell of it. You can't knock the movie if you only caught the tail of it. You ain't even see it. You ain't see the.
You ain't even fucking see it.
Dog, you don't know the energy it took. This journey to this smile ain't as pretty as it looks. Don't play with me. Made a pretty penny off of books. Tooth got a crook. I ain't rich off of looks. You a witness in a nigga who did everything it took. 9.7, nigga, everything shook. Still indie, still major, still working. New crib, new money, same person. I just closed on compound. I'm not interested unless it's compound. I'm so invested they thinking I'm comp now. Building staircases in my old stomp grounds. That's what it's about, right? I'm supposed to pull up in a rose. Pretend it's motivation when I overspend on clothes. Pretend it's motivation when I overindulge. Pretend it's motivation when I lack self-control. Tell them why you really fuck them hoes. Tell them how you really feel small in your soul. Tell them how you lost and can't find your way home. That's why you can't do shit but keep writing the same song. I feel it. It's gonna
Fuck
take
your
a whole
shit,
lot to
Russ.
kill it. When you see it as yourself, it make it difficult to kill it. And smoking every day, it make it difficult to feel it. And fear trying to save it, make it hard to reveal it. I hope you know fear can't save you. And can't nobody take from you what they never gave you.
Can't nobody take from you what they didn't give you. My bad. Let me let him say it again. Let me let him say it again. My bad. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Let me let him say it again. I'm gonna just mute myself.
Difficult to kill it, and smoking every day it make it difficult to feel it, and fear trying to save it make it hard to reveal it. I hope you know fear can't save you, and can't nobody take from you what they never gave you. Build infrastructure and then people come and raid you. Tell me you can fly and then people want to cage you. Get they 2 cents and start talking like they paid you. Stop it, I'm screaming all net. What the
We gonna run it back one more time. This is the last time I'm gonna run it back. Y'all gotta hear that man, hear my man.
people come and raid you. Tell me you can fly.
Matter of fact, y'all wanna see what song this is? This what we looking at right now. This the name of this song. Him 500. We run it back one more time so y'all can get right. Lock in, twin. Lock in, twin. Lock in, twin. Come on, twin. Lock in. Lock in, twin.
Build infrastructure and then people come and raid you. Tell me you can fly and then people want to cage you. Get they 2 cents and start talking like they paid you.
Give they 2 cents and they start talking like they paid you.
Stop it, I'm screaming all net. What that mean? Profit. Shock the industry through water in the socket. All them other niggas locked it. They blame it on your Jeep while Elon launching rockets. This 2023, that bullshit gotta stop it. Huh?
I don't want that shit to go over y'all head. So I want that shit to go over y'all head. They said it's your Jeep, but Elon out here shooting rockets. If you get it, let me know. If you get it, you feel you said, let me know.
I'ma keep it, nigga. I walked it down. Nigga, I'm him. Call me him 500. Lil' him.
Lil' him. Lil' him. Lil' him. Aight. Now that we, again, that's L.A. Russell. You feel me? Tap in. The name of that song was Top It. Tap all the way in. You know what I'm saying? You can tap all the way in with my boy. Tap all the way in. All the way in. So, now that that is out the way. Excuse this train that's going by. But let's get into what we saw going on today. So, firstly, I gotta draw you guys. This is Mnq. This is the 12th. We gonna hop off. We gonna just delete everything. Throw this junk on replay and go to like. We gonna go. We gonna go 6 o'clock. We gonna go 6 o'clock. We gonna go six. So for me, what was the thing that made me take a? I took a trade today. I'll show y'all the prop. I'll show y'all the shit at the end. But so my thought process today, we had this sweep of liquidity here on the 7th of May, which was last Wednesday. So if you drop down to the lower time frames, or like the 15 minute, you see that you have these consecutive down close candles. You got these consecutive down close candles here that get closed above here. So that is a market structure shift. The market shifted structure. We swept liquidity, closed above the consecutive candles that created the liquidity sweep into a 1 hour fair value gap. You know what I'm saying? If we throw on our moving averages, I got the 200, the 50, and the 9. I really use the 50 at the 50 and the 200 on the 1 hour. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anything above the 200 is we're in bullish territory. You know what I'm saying? We get underneath this orange line. I know that we're retracing. You know what I'm saying? And if we close underneath the 200, I know that we're bearish and we're going to the downside. So what ended up happening was we wick off the 200, create this market structure shift. And once we created this market structure shift, I drew my standard deviations from low to high. And I got, you know what I'm saying, some decent, not decent. I got like my pit stops. You know what I'm saying? I got areas where I feel like price could reverse or like rotate off of. So when it comes to the standard deviations, I like the 1, the -2, the 2 point. Well, really just the -2. You ain't gotta have the -2.5. I mean, you can, but I'm gonna start not using that bitch. But really just the 1, the 2, and the -4. Those are like your pit stops for price when we have this market structure shift. So usually, not usually, but once we hit the 1, we're due for a retrace. So every time we hit one of these levels, you can low key draw Fibonacci levels because we've created a new high after we swept this low. And if you look in that structure, you know, let me move, take all of this out, take that off, throw my brush on. You see the downtrend, and we ain't even gonna go that far. We can go like right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. You know what I'm saying? Then you get the market structure. This was a downtrend. And then we shifted structure, and now we're making our way to go to the upside. So that's what's going on. And with this, the standard deviations, you can use those as like intermediate pit stops, and the -4 is your ultimate, your max extension. So these like extension levels. You know what I'm saying? For when you have this market structure, where you think price could rotate, like possible like resistance zones. You know what I'm saying? So, did not mean to do that. But moving forward, moving forward to the whole trade idea, trade that I took today. When I came into the market today, I know we had this gap down here and we gapped higher here, and we reached the -4 standard deviation. So this morning so we did that at London. So now it's 7 o'clock, and I'm looking at this like, okay, we reached the max extension. Was that on the 5 minute? Yeah, I was on the 5 minute. So now since we reached the max extension, I'm waiting for a reversal to happen. I'm waiting. Like I'm waiting for like, see, we swept the liquidity, and like down here, how we swept the liquidity and closed above. I'm waiting for the same thing to happen now over here because we reached the max extension, just to see if it wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? We could. It's a possibility we could be reversing, and if we show the signs that we're gonna reverse, I want it to be in with that. So we let price play out. I'm trying to see, trying to make sure I'm right where I was thinking. So you see here, we have that close underneath this series of up close candles that swept the liquidity. And to add to it, and to add to it, we showed respect to this inversion fair value gap. So because if we were bullish, this gap should have held. You know what I'm saying? This gap should have held. We should have continued to the upside just like how we did off of this fair value gap. You know? So once we broke through the high, we retraced off of this fair value gap, boom, we pop higher. You see, we drop down, we retrace off it, we wick off of it. You see, we wick off of this fair value gap here and then go higher. So now this fair value gap shouldn't be touched again, just like how this one wasn't and all of the other bullish ones was. So me seeing that, I'm like, okay, this is looking pretty decent. So let me drop to the 1 minute to get a better entry because we didn't get that much displacement off of this candle. So I dropped down to the 1 minute. And I'm looking at what the 1 minute doing. So I'm like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. This high gets swept. And this was the low that needed to get closed underneath in order for this to be considered a market structure shift. So once we close underneath here, you can draw your standard deviations of your manipulation move, which is this move. Yeah, which is that move. This whole move, you can draw your standard deviations from there. So what I did was I did this, my standards, and you see we wick off the one. Like I told you, these are like pit stops. You know what I'm saying? To like the maximum extension you can go to. So I realized, what time is this? It's 7:30. Yeah, so we wicked off the one. So since we wicked off the one, what I did, I drew my fibs from high to low because we had a market structure shift. And how do I know that we really shifted structure? You can draw it out. If you can even start from right here. You got a low, high, low, high, low, high, and then you make a lower low. So now once this is solidified, now I feel like this is a downtrend. It's only about how they gonna bring this bitch down. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you get into like your liquidity sweeps and you gotta look for like different POIs and shit like that. But once this happened, I'm expecting now this high to be liquidity this high, this high. So now I'm looking like, okay, y'all generating liquidity. You know what I'm saying? Once I saw the generation, now I'm just waiting. I'm on this side. So I'm like, okay, y'all starting to go take the liquidity. And then once I did that, I dropped back to the 5 minute. So once this move already happened, and once I had that on, I'm like, is there any 5 minute POIs? And you can see we got a 5 minute, we got a little fair value gap right here. We got a fair value gap right here, bro. We got a fair VZ. We got an FVG, my boys. But Just walking it down like, okay, we were in an uptrend. We shifted structure with the close beneath this low here. We had our extension. So now this becomes our new range. This is the newest. Let me do it like this. So if we got like, I'm just on this bitch doing whatever. So that's the uptrend. And then now this becomes, like I said, the confirmed low. And how do you confirm a low? For me, I confirm highs and lows by which ones go take some liquidity. Like, if you don't like, that's why none of these lows here, like any of these lows, hold on, any of these lows here wasn't the real low because they never went to go sweep no liquidity. They never went to go get no money. You feel me? They just filling in the gaps. But when you start going to get money, now it's like, okay, the buyers have stepped in. We made this low, made this high. You feel me? We shifted the structure. We supported the structure. So now I'm thinking, okay, we got to go get this. So once we go get all of this liquidity right here, now what I need to see is the same thing happen. Like I need to see another square box like this and like the one I had on the 1 hour, this down here, that I need to see the same thing happen on the 1 minute. And look, lo and behold, right at the 62, right in the what time did this happen? At 8:30. So you get your sweep of liquidity up here. You get that market structure shift with this close underneath. You get respect to this gap. Kiss that bitch goodbye. Kiss that bitch goodbye, my guy. You know what I'm saying? So I think I can't remember exactly where I entered that. I don't even know if they allow me to show my shit. Is my execute? No, see my execution's not on there. Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all that shit at the end. No, bring this bitch back down. Smoke break, smoke break, smoke break. Smoke break. Hold on. Oh, trying to light the cap, light the blunt with the cap on. So now, once we get this market structure shift and I enter and I put my stop above this high, this is where I need to grow at. And this is where I need to grow at. So I really took the trade for the first pit stop to the second. And I don't know if we go to the four. Oh yeah, we go to the four. And you see this was the max extension. And what we do, we turn around. We turn right around. So like once you get that market structure shift and once you can identify that bitch, bro, you gooch. You gooch. You just gotta walk that bitch down. Like you see how you get the same market structure shift on all the different time frames. Like this is a this is a 5 minute one. You got a 1 minute one right here. On the 5 minute you got one. So this would be like a whole you did. And that's what I was doing. I had my standards out to here. But you see, we only went to the two if you drew it from the 5 minute standard deviations, which would be more in line with a retracement. But you know what I'm saying? This shit fractal. So that was my trade for the day. I ended up, I think I got out at the two. Got out at the two. I took some other trades, but that was just me trying to be greedy. That was just me trying to be greedy. I ain't even no point of. So this what we looking like. So May 12th, we went 2 for 3. P&L high 790. See, we been doing, we been on our shit, man. We been on our shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit get ugly in this shit though. I ain't gonna cat y'all, boy. This shit get ugly in that bitch too. Like you just gotta fight. You feel me? You gotta fight. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really start believing in yourself. Like that's another thing I wanted to tap in with y'all, boy. With like that was my trade and shit like that. But like real shit. Like I do this thing where like I wake up before I go to sleep, and before I wake up, I say 3 words. I say abundance. I say wealth, and I say fearless. And I say that shit over and over and over and over again. Not to the point where I go crazy or nothing like that, but just to reinstill those things into myself. Because when it comes to D-Lo, you know, I'm a very curious dude. I'm a very not nurture, knowledge seeking type of nigga. You feel me? Like I'm always trying to figure some shit out. So it's like for myself, I can do anything I put my mind to, but I have to actually put my mind to it, and I have to like trick my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, where I work, I had to look at my work as a workout in order for me to do it at a high level. You know what I'm saying? And most people don't have to do that, but I just know how I work. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I don't see no benefit in me doing a thing, I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm not gonna hang around. I'm not gonna be around. I don't give a fuck. Like, you feel me? Like, I swear. So it's like that's that's what it is. Like being I want to be more fearless. I want to be more, and why I want to be more fearless is because I'm the person a lot of people have faith in. So it's like if everybody got faith in me, and the only person who don't got the motherfucking face is the only person who don't got the faith is the person who everybody got faith in. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if that made sense, but I hope it did, cause it's like that's why I went on the journey of just overcoming all of the fears, all of them, like no cap, like, and when I mean fears, like traumas and thought patterns and thought waves, cause it's like, bro, your moms, all them people, like your mom's dad, your family, they will project their traumas and their fears onto you. And if you aren't mentally strong enough to understand what they're doing, you know what I'm saying? You don't understand how to react to it. So then you become a victim of it. And I'm gonna give you an example. Like my mom's, you know what I'm saying? We got it out the mud. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm my mom best friend. You feel me? And we really got that shit out the mud. You feel me? By ourselves. You feel me? I can say it like this. You feel me? I was the man. I was becoming the man that she needed, and a lot of men couldn't be that. And my mom's is my mom's, and I understand women too. So it's like it's a lot of things with that. Both sides be needing growth. Everybody needs to grow in the situation. We not finna go down that rabbit hole. But needless to say, the traumas and the fears and the things that she went through raising us, you know what I'm saying? She's developed mechanisms to divert that and defend herself from that. And she will project that onto me unknowingly because this is just how she's had to live her life in order to make a life. You know what I'm saying? And me becoming who I am and learning the information and becoming the man that I am becoming is like I'm changing her view on that. But I had to first understand that her traumas were being pushed onto me and I had to overcome them. Like I used to be scared to tell my mom I'm finna quit my job or I'm finna be smoking or I'm finna be drinking. Like, oh, mom, I got a girl pregnant. Mom, I'm scared. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, real nigga shit. You feel me? You feel me? Like, no cap. So with that, you gotta go through life and take advantage of the opportunity that'll help you overcome those fears, bro. And you just gotta live and die with the results, bro. You feel me? Because if you a good nigga on the inside, every fruit of your labor will be good. You just gotta trust in the work. You just gotta trust in the work. That's it. You feel me? You trust in the work and you had the faith, everything will be okay. You know what I'm saying? Everything will be alright. I believe. Cause that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like I quit jobs. Just you know what I'm saying? And I had to overcome that fear. So let me just get back to the example. What am I doing? You know what I'm saying? Overcome that fear of even doing that. So, boo, I quit my fucking job to take this trading shit serious. Quit my motherfucking job. I just passed the effort. I just passed my trading account. Like, even on this bitch, like, that's like saying, y'all, boy, I ain't new to this. You feel what I'm saying? I done, I done passed accounts. You feel I saying? Like, I ain't, like I be saying, niggas gotta pay to play. Niggas gotta pay to play. You see, you feel me? You see how long I've been in this bitch. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't gonna cat y'all, boy. Like, I may just blur out the number, but you see what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? I'm in that bitch. But it's like, you gotta, like, that's the thing about trading, bro. You gotta overcome the fears that have been embedded in you by people that aren't you, you know? And that's one thing I had to do. Like, when I quit my job, and I said, I'm gonna take this trading shit serious. I fell on my face. I went into a trading account, blew all the money I had, no flap. So then I had to realize where I was lacking at, and then I had to instill those skills. And then here I am back again, right where I was at. Right where I was at. That shit wasn't even a year ago. That shit wasn't even a fuck. Pete, Pete, Pete. I ain't even. No Rat Cat, y'all, but I ain't even. Where is that? I'm looking for. I'm looking for that. I'm looking for the. Yeah. I'm looking for that. Yeah. You see what they say? You open January 27th, January 31st. You see what this is? You see what this is? I said, fuck that shit, nigga. I'm a trader, nigga. I do this shit, nigga. But, but though, no bullshit. No bullshit. This is my resignation letter from Charleston County. You know, I was in the equipment operator apprenticeship program. I was finna work on heavy equipment, do all the motherfucking like, man, this was a great opportunity. I was able to get my CDL, a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? I was able to do a lot of things with this. But I ended up leaving, and you see, this is a start April 14th. That's in June. See, and now this is January the 2nd. January, no, this ended on January. I started it December the 11th. I ended it January the 2nd. I said, fuck it. I done did this. I done did this. I done did it. You feel me? Passed my XFA. Boom. Did it. Yeah. We in that bit. Fuck the job. I don't need them bitches. You see, that should say January 27th. This bitch say I ended this bitch January 2nd. So I'm on my talking shit. Like no flap. Like shit should be real. So then, so then, so then we gonna go just to catch y'all up. Just to catch y'all up. This shit ended January the 27th. Look at this shit. Did this even look like somebody who was prepared to even like we're gonna go all time. I mean, I ain't gonna say this would looking this was what being a radical and being on your high horse and not normalizing what's going on and dealing with all of your problems that you have to have as a trader in order to be successful. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's once you really get to this point where you've already kind of like I mean, and there's bigger points to get to, but I feel like this step right here in that break even stage that a lot of people are in, and even me, it's like it ain't more chart work. It's you work. You feel me? It ain't more chart work, my nigga. It ain't more chart work, my nigga. It's you work. You know what I'm saying? Like, so let me finish. So after this, and I ended the account, I'm motherfucking, I'm out of a job. No bread. Done blew that shit. Blew all my bread. So I had to sit down. I sold my car. You know what I'm saying? I sold my car. I spent all of the money that Charleston County gave me as like my PTO and all of that. I was broke, bro. I ain't have a motherfucking thing, but I had breath and energy to walk. But I swear to God, and that's what I did. Like, no flat for like 30 days, bro. For like 30 days, bro. I locked in. I put down the gas, put down the lick, put down the bitches. You feel me? And really locked in. Not, I ain't even locked in. I really just detached. You know what I'm saying? And started doing more research on just what what it is that's gonna make be the difference and make the difference. You know? And it's like I've always been you gonna have to wait. I've always been the type of dude that's like I ain't gonna say trying to get better, but trying to get better. And I don't even think that's a bad thing. I think she just threw me off. But hold on. What was I saying? Oh, 30 days. It was like 30 days of just locking not even just but like I said detaching and really like separating myself from society so me and the creator can figure this out, you know? And it's like once you ain't got nothing, you ain't got no choice but to follow the only thing that's been leading you this whole time. You know, like I don't really, I'm not even a vegan or nothing like that, but I'm a real purist at heart. I really only drink water. I may hit the gas, drink a little lick. You know what I'm saying? I still a young nigga at the end of the day, but you feel me? I'm really one of those. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie to you. So it's like I be tapped in. And once you really detach from the social media, the rat race, the expectations, and just be with the creator as a creator. You know what I'm saying? And when I was going on my walks, bro, like I'll walk and I'll just think about things that'll be mind blowing. I'll be like, bro, damn, so God made a single blade of grass, right? But he ain't just made one. You know what I'm saying? And then when you start thinking about it abundantly, you be like, damn, he ain't just make one leaf. He made trees with many leaves, and he made many tree. You fe you see how crazy it get, and then it's like, how do you not think that isn't your birthright? If it's everybody else's birthright in here, like it's multiple lamps out here. I mean, this is abundant the number of lamps. It's a lot of motherfucking microphones. It's a lot of cups out here. It's a lot of everything out here, and you don't think it's enough for you, you know? And those were like the walks that I went on, and it was like damn, bro, like that shit crazy. But going on those walks, and I understood like what I really needed. Like I understood that I wasn't a good saver of money. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I could make money, but but my vices was in control of me. You know, and I had to put a leash on my vices. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't feel like it's about making. I mean, certain times you need to make yourself uncomfortable so you can change and you can understand. But a lot of people don't know how to read the lesson in the loss. You know what I'm saying? You got to read that loss, understanding it's a lesson, turn it into a blessing, and then move forward. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm really, really good at that. Like, I'll take a L and I'll take that bitch on the chin. Like, you could hook me, bitch, but I may fall, I may be bleeding, motherfucker, I may be black, but I bet you I'ma stand back up on all 10 of these motherfucking toes. You know what I'm saying? And after a while, it's gonna look like you ain't never hit me. And then really it's gonna look like you can't hit me no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I move with this shit. You feel me? Like but man, it's a lot. It's a lot. So after the 30 days, I'm just locking in. All I was doing was hooping, working out, and reading books, bro. Reading books, reading the Bible, reading audio books, reading about uh more subconscious mind material. Like, how does the mind work? How does the spirit work? Who are we? What are we? I understand we are humans, and I understand that, you feel me, like, I have a thing where I know what, who, and where God is, and a lot of people don't understand that. You feel me? They don't know where God is. Like, the kingdom of God dwells within inside of you, and that's the simplest way you can, you feel me, really get it. But once you get caught up externalizing your God, you can never understand where God is because you're always looking for him. You feel what I'm saying? It's like playing hide and go seek with yourself, bro. Like, who the fuck are you looking for? Who are you looking for, my boy? Like, let me know who you looking for. Let me know who you looking for. For real. But we ain't gonna go into all that. We already went into it. I was supposed to just show y'all, boy, I done went off on a tangent. I'm sorry. Back to the charts. And let's just wrap up with what we think, what we got going on for tomorrow. What we got going on for tomorrow. What I'm looking at right now. Like I said, we still at that 4 extension of this move. So we still at this 4 standard deviation. We could come back down and retest this 50. That'd be something sweet. If what I'm seeing is what I'm seeing, got your liquidity sweep. See if we close underneath. Let's see if we close underneath in the morning. See if we can do something nice. And that's a S&T up there. No, is it? No, it ain't. Both of them took out the high. But, yeah. Then we can be targeting here. You know what I'm saying? Then we can really, like I say, just follow the landmarks. Excuse me. So that'll be what I'll be looking for. If we break beneath here, uh, stay beneath there. That'll be my market structure shift. We could come retest this one, come back, retest this market structure level, like do something like this. Like break this, touch the one, leave that liquidity, retest, and then fall to the two. Something like that. Something like that. Do we got any new? What the new looking like? What the new looking like? We got some CPI, we got some early morning news. We got some early morning news. So maybe alright. But thank y'all boy for being here. I know this was a longer one than usual, but We here, we locked. Fuck with your boy. If I ain't show y'all, you feel me, where we at right now in the calm busy. We right here. You know, these are the statues, the stats. So lock in, twin. Oh, y'all can't even see that shit. Oh yeah, here the stats. Here's where we at. Like $630 away. Keep being consistent. 2-to-1 risk to reward. That's looking beautiful. 50%. Smacking their ass. Manga, manga. Come on now. Doing what we do. Alright. That's it, y'all. Boy, lock in, twin.